Fellow citizens, since the historic PAM Convention of 13 March 2022 and the public statements by the Honorable Premier Mark Brantley of the absence of an equitable share of the citizenship by investment revenue flows to our sister island of Nevis, there has been some public debate on the matter. The People's Action Movement supports the Honorable Mark Brantley and his CCM-led team in their calls for the sharing of CBI revenue to be urgently and immediately addressed. Paragraphs 1, 2, and 3 of the historic Charlestown Accord, signed by me as leader of PAM and by the leaders of PLP and the CCM on the courthouse steps in Charlestown before a massive crowd as part of the foundational charter of Team Unity on December 17, 2014, make it clear that CBI proceeds would be shared between St. Kitts and Nevis on a pro rata population basis. This was critical as Nevis had long been excluded from the benefits of the SIDF and the CBI related revenue. I have been made aware of the considerable efforts made by Premier Brantley and the dialogue for over 4 years between the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Premier on this matter. I am also aware that sums paid to the NIA from the CBI proceeds, initially 30 million per year and now currently 45 million per year, were interim sums agreed between the Prime Minister and successive premiers of Nevis pending the fulfillment of the promise made in the Charlestown Accord. Having been apprised of the various engagements on this matter and the failure thus far to find resolution, I am led to the inescapable conclusion that there has been no genuine effort to resolve this over the years and that our Team Unity government has failed in its promise to the CCM and to the people of our beloved sister Nevis. I have noted that whilst some have been quick to add up all that our brothers and sisters in Nevis have received to date, there has thus far been no public statement by the Honorable Prime Minister as to the actual revenue from CBI over the relevant period. We all know that any conversation about an equitable share must start with a statement as to the amount of the overall revenue. Focusing exclusively on what revenue Nevis has received without reference to what amount overall the CBI program has generated is a meaningless and disingenuous exercise. This matter is a simple matter and doesn't have to be and has never been dealt with at the cabinet level. Indeed, Nevis obtained a share of 30 million per year, then an increase to 45 per year, all without any involvement of the cabinet. I am also aware that the Honorable Prime Minister has written to the Premier as of March 12, 2022, offering yet a further increase to the NIA, again without any cabinet involvement. The matter is really about the commitment made by Team Unity and the need to keep our promise to the people of Nevis. PAM is satisfied that the Charlestown Accord sets out the agreements as to how a Team Unity government should deal with the sharing of proceeds of the CBI between our two islands and among our people. If the NIA is given its agreed share of the proceeds of national efforts, then there will be no need for the federal government to itemize how much is spent on programs such as STEP or PAP or the Peace Program in Nevis. The NIA would then have the necessary resources to finance its own programs for the benefit of our brothers and sisters in Nevis. It cannot be right or within the agreed ethos of Team Unity that these programs are run in Nevis from Bastia and the Premier and the NIA are completely excluded from their management on the island of Nevis. Put differently, give Nevis its money and let Nevis implement and run its own programs. There is therefore no need for excuses or for rancor. Let us honor our promise to the CCM, the NIA, and to our brothers and sisters in Nevis. Our country can only move forward if all of our people are allowed to take their fair share of the burdens and receive their fair share of the benefits of national development. Thank you for listening.